These are incredible times, astounding achievements, almost miraculous in scope. Donald Trump prevailing as he has with everything he's up against, right? The cultural opposition, the institutional, governmental opposition. They're trying to put the man in prison. They have arrested him. And yet he wins like he's winning. It is incredible. We've never seen anything like it. And no matter what happens, he is perhaps the most successful person ever in American history in terms of, well, achievement. Well, wait a second. He didn't win re-election. We can talk about the election of 2020, but let's pretend for a moment, okay, just a one-term president. Look at everything else in addition to becoming president, all right? I know he came from an established family, right? A well-to-do family, but he turned Trump into an international brand, right? A billionaire. The name is known globally even before he went into politics, right? He writes a book. He becomes an author. The #1 best-selling business book ever, Art of the Deal, ever. Goes into television. It immediately becomes the #1 show, I believe, in the history of television up until about 2004, 2005. Then he goes into politics, takes on 15 career politicians, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and on his first run ever for office, didn't try the Senate first, governorship, no, the presidency, and wins. And how did he do it? By talking to the people. It was very old-fashioned in a sense, going out night after night with interesting ideas, specifics, and talking to the people about them. And he wins. He wins. And they will never forgive him for winning, for doing what he did to Hillary Clinton. Well, that is their problem. One of the reasons why I think he resonates so much with the people, we've heard politicians say for a million years, I will fight for you. I'm going to get to Washington and do this. And then they don't. They certainly don't fight. We saw it. We saw Donald Trump fighting every single day, right? There was no cakewalk. They tried to sabotage him. Yet, he got things done, amazing things done. You know, he wasn't afraid to get red in the face for America. Somebody told me once, you can get anything done in life if you're not afraid to look bad. Barack Obama. Think he was ever going to break a sweat for America? The Mr. Right? Mr. Cool, collected, comfortable? Nope, it was all about him. And another thing, he said it and he did it. I was there when he made the announcement. Very, very specific. Most politicians, it's pretty broad, you know? And when they get specific, it's really small. You don't want to make big promises because everybody will remember. And what if you fail? What if you don't even try? Well, that doesn't apply to Donald Trump, does it?
Nobody would be tougher on ISIS than Donald Trump. Nobody.
ISIS took over a huge portion of the Middle East under Barack Obama, 2012, 2013, 14, 15. The vacuum that we left after our botched invasion and occupation of Iraq, ISIS, it's almost like a ghost now. Nobody remembers. They were chopping off heads. They took over half a continent, and he did it. He beat them by changing the rules of engagement, by bringing in key personnel and making it happen. Funny how you never hear about that. Anyway, that's okay. We're kind of used to it. Oh, but they're trying to lock him up. They're trying to lock him up. This is what you get for your troubles. This is what you get. I have to say this, too. You know, every time I hear he is a lawless president, he's breaking the law, we must reestablish the rule of law. You have to remember this, in addition to all these cases being total scams, he always shows up. Every time he has a court date, there he is. He's not a fugitive, all right? He obeys the law. He's following all of these procedures. And then they hate him even more because they're reminded, oh, gosh, this guy's got a private jet. Oh, God, this guy, millions of people. They still like him after we try to lock him up. And can we perhaps never look to the mainstream media again for anything? How wrong and how long can you be wrong? You get the picture, and we can go on like that, all right? And hours and hours and hours, thousands of hours of television footage, and they are always wrong. You're watching the right show, though, because I'm not like them, and I don't care what they think about me. And my batting average is pretty damn good. So every step of the way, I was getting all kinds of pushback on social media, emails from my friends, even some relatives saying, "What's with you and Trump? Don't you understand? This guy's finished. You need to find another candidate. You need to, I don't know, DeSantis or somebody." No, I didn't see it that way. I saw a man who lived up to his promises and has a lot more to offer, had a lot more and has a lot more to offer this country. And folks, you and me, I have a sense, if you're watching, we are on the right side of history. And that is a great place to be. We're going to look back at this time, and we didn't give in. We didn't give up. By the way, this is not all just pro-Trump stuff. I'm a very realistic guy, all right? Like when I saw Ron DeSantis, whoo, I like Ron, but I knew, and I said publicly in July of 2022, before he declared, that he's just not ready for the big job. Nice guy, he's got a lot of work to do. Smart guy, too. Good governor, but it wasn't his time. And I told him so. All right. Sorry, but I'm going to continue this victory lap. This is a special show. We present you a perspective that, well, it's formed by experience. I was actually there in the room when Donald Trump declared, all the way back June 16th of 2015. The entire press corps laughed at him. They said it was a joke, literally. They put a clown face on Trump in the next day's newspaper. This is what I said 2 minutes after the speech.
I think he might be a game changer in this race. Listen to that speech. It's going to go over well in certain precincts in Iowa, New Hampshire. This is a big deal. This is not a joke.
All right. I am proud of that. All right. Enough about me. Let's talk about last night's victory. Oh, and the speech. I noticed, look, he was a little bit subdued, and that's fine. That is totally fine, however he wants to do it. But you know who was really subdued? I mean, I felt like somebody died. Fox News. I was going around the dial. Did you see the panel over there? I mean, it was like CNN on election night in 2016. Didn't they see this coming? They were devastated. And also, they were nitpicking Donald Trump. Oh, he should have said this during his speech. He should have said that during his speech. It was too much of this, not enough of that. It reminded me, say somebody goes out and buys himself with his own money a Rolls Royce, okay, and drives it down the street. And everybody's critiquing him. Bad driver, drive faster, drive slow. He'll drive it any way he wants. He knows what he's doing. All right, next.
I said I wanted Americans to have their voices heard. I have done that. I have no regrets.
Nikki. It's kind of fun to talk about Nikki. I might miss her in a weird way because she is one of the most bizarre creatures I've ever seen. Even that. She just said, I let the people speak. I have done that. I let them be heard. I don't know what she meant by that. And the other things she says are both bizarre and revealing.
I sought the honor of being your president. But in our great country, being a private citizen is privilege enough in itself. And that's a privilege I very much look forward to enjoying.
That is the insincere part, all right? That's who she... So phony. I look forward to being a citizen. That's like Barack Obama was pushing that. Next, please.
In all likelihood, Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee when our party convention meets in July. I congratulate him and wish him well. I wish anyone well who would be America's president.
There it is. She won't endorse him. Huh? How about that? That is a real problem for her. She's finished politically. I guess this is all about money and power, corporate power. Who knows? But she doesn't care about us. She would have offered a full-throated endorsement of Donald Trump. Anything to beat Joe Biden, right? If she really cared. Next, please.
I have always been a conservative Republican and always supported the Republican nominee. But on this question, as she did on so many others, Margaret Thatcher provided some good advice when she said, quote, "Never just follow the crowd. Always make up your own mind." It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him.
I don't like this. First of all, when Margaret Thatcher said it with that accent, it sounded a hell of a lot deeper, and she was deeper, and she was making a point about faith and politics and the Depression. She's out for her own brand, and we can all see it. Donald Trump has to earn, maybe he has to make the case, but earning it, right? Groveling or something that a politician would do? No, he doesn't have to do that. Next, please.
At its best, politics is about bringing people into your cause, not turning them away.
That sounded nice, right? It sounded nice, but it's not nice. Let me see what you just said, please. We wrote it out. At its best, politics is about bringing people into your cause, not turning them away. Bringing people into your cause. What about representing the people? You see, your cause, as if your cause is different from the people. I know what she's saying. Sometimes you have to take an unpopular view and sell it to the people. But at its best, bringing people into your, that sounds selfish to me and self-serving. Next.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you, America. God bless you.
And Nikki has left the building. What kind of walk-off was that? Who does she think she is? That was so strange. I don't mean to nitpick here, but where is everybody? Where are friends, family, supporters? She doesn't have anybody. I'm sorry, Nikki. Nobody likes you. People love you, all right? I love everybody. I love every human being, but I don't like her. And unfortunately, in politics, you need people to like you, Nikki. Wow. There was something just a little much. Anyway, Super Tuesday, Superman. Let me know what you think. We'll be right back.